I'm excited for this one because I feel like it's a media obligation cart to go immediately from the NBA draft to the next year's NBA draft. It's like when the Final Four wraps up, every writer in Media Rel already has to have their way too early top 25 for next season done. So now
Yeah.
you got to do the way too early 2025 NBA mock draft. There's been a lot of like, I don't know, just stupid like clickbaity stuff lately on like, is Cooper Flagg guaranteed to go one, or could somebody else go one? That's a conversation for a later day. All I care about with the 2025 class right now is this is a great class. The teams that are tanking are going to be rewarded next year in a way that they were not this year. Zachary Risachet might not go five or top five in next year's draft class. It's a super, super great collection of talent. And there's a lot of young teams or young teams that are not ready to contend that are going to benefit from trying to be bad this year. So let's do a little mock draft. I think the way this should work, we'll just do the lottery. We'll just do our first 14 picks and we'll go back and forth. So you can pick first or second if you want, and we'll just make selections as we go. And obviously, we don't know the teams that we'll be drafting there. So let's just kind of big board this and put players where we think they belong.
Okay. I'll take first. I'll take
Okay.
first. I want the layup. Scooper flag.
Zero hesitation in your mind?
None. Absolutely none.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad that's your answer. I think it should be 100 out of 100. I'm getting annoyed that anybody is saying it's not. Um, how early is too early for the Rutgers duo?
It's not never too early for those boys.
So I think you can check me on this if you want. Nah, I'm gonna make you do it. I'm gonna make you choose. I don't want to choose between the Rutgers duo. At second overall on my big board, I'm sticking with the Brotherhood. Let the Young Bulls rock. Come on, Maluach.
Wow, at two.
He's going second off the board for me. I've seen him mocked up like fifth on a lot of boards right now from the big services. Uh yeah, I want to say the tape that I've seen and the stuff behind the scenes we're hearing on this kid, I think he could be the next great NBA big. Like he's just an insane shot blocker, insane rim protector. He's 7'2", 9'8" standing reach. And I get like I kind of thought he'd come in raw. Like everybody, if you were gonna compare him, like maybe he's the next Embiid. Embiid was like really raw when he got to Kansas. Maluach doesn't look raw at all. Like I think he's gonna be a stud. So I'm putting him second. If he hits at Duke, I think he could be even in contention with Cooper Flagg, but I would say second.
You thought you were gonna make me pick. I'm still gonna make you pick.
Oh
I'm
no.
I'm taking VJ Edgecombe three.
At three.
Yeah.
Why?
I think that I think the Rutgers guard wings, they might hurt each other in where they go in this draft. VJ
Ooh.
Edgecombe, to me, I think is going to be clearly the best guard on Baylor. They're going to win a lot of basketball games. And a 6'5" electric guard in transition that is also known as like a plus defender and has the athleticism he does. I think he's gonna be an easy top five pick in this draft, and I think someone's gonna take him at three.
Interesting. You know what else might hurt them?
What
Playing in a Steve Peichel offense could probably hurt your draft
that
stocks a little bit, right?
that all there's
Possibly.
a world.
Okay, then I'm not gonna pick either. I'm gonna make you do it.
Oh,
'Cause
come on. We can't
fourth
just do this and let
overall.
them just slip all the way.
Who did we say the biggest winner in the 2024 NBA draft was?
The biggest winner, the Spurs.
France.
Oh no.
This is
Wait,
going to
what?
continue. Fourth overall in the 2025 NBA mock draft. I'm taking Nolan Traore, 6'4" point guard from France. Now I know you are familiar with Traore because we talked about him a little bit last month at the ANGT event or whatever that Igor Demon and Kasparas were kind of popping off on.
Mhm.
Traore was unstoppable. Like he was a level above those guys, and we think those guys could potentially end up being lottery picks. Look, there's always a chance you draft a 6'4" point guard from France. Maybe you end up being Killian Hayes, but to me, there were real college programs that wanted Traore. Like we heard rumor that all of the Blue Bloods were making phone calls. Like, could Gonzaga get him before they got Braden Smith? And it hasn't happened. He's not coming to college. If he did, I think we'd be viewing him ahead of the way we view the Rutgers guards.
Mm. Okay, I'm not mad at that pick.
So we're
I,
down to pick 5, and neither Ace Bailey or Dylan Harper have been picked.
we're gonna go Dylan Harper at 5. This is enough.
Over Ace Bailey.
Over Ace Bailey, yes.
Why over Ace Bailey?
Because if Steve Pikiell's offense is going to be bad, I'm going to pick the freshman who's more likely to have the ball in their hand because he'll catch it off the inbounds pass more likely than Ace Bailey will.
I guess that's true. All right, I'll go Ace Bailey at 6. I actually think Ace is a better NBA prospect given his frame. I think Ace is like your prototypical NBA wing, 6'9", 200 pounds. Like, yeah, he'll put some additional weight and muscle on, I assume. Dylan Harper, like to me, he's not a point guard, but he's kind of gonna play point guard at Rutgers. But I don't think he's your NBA point guard. And I don't know that I love like he's 6'5", he's not small, but I just feel like there's gonna be a little bit of like a size adjustment there where even if he's the more productive player in college, people will talk themselves into Ace Bailey being the pros pro. I think that's great value for both of them at 5 and 6. I also would have not picked Ace Bailey until you did if you didn't pick Dylan Harper first.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I would have let them keep slipping. I did not want to pick between the two of them.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we cannot let them say. All right, we are on to number what pick?
7. So we have to get to 14 here.
Ooh, 7. I am going to take Greg. What podcast are we?
The podcast of the Latter-day Saints.
You damn Skippy. You damn Skippy are. Igor.
You did what I wanted to do at 7, or at 8. Yeah, I look, if Kasparas is what people are telling us Kasparas is, I can only imagine what the guy who's worth 500,000 more dollars than him is. We got to see some tape of it, but Igor Devin feels like a pretty safe lock to be taken in the lottery next year. I'm excited to see him at BYU. All right, Igor's off the board at 7. Kind of feels like it opens up after the top 7. I'm gonna give a shout to your guy. I'm going to go Trey Johnson at 8. Now, I'm a little worried about Trey Johnson kind of getting lost in the shuffle with Texas now that they've added Kaluma and all these wings that they got. Tremont Mark's really good. Jordan Pope needs the ball. But to me, he's going to be the most talented player of the group. A true NBA scorer prototype guy that, yeah, if he hits, if he ends up starting at Texas, I think 8th feels right for him next year.
I like that. Okay. Love Trey Johnson. With my next pick, I'm going to go with another guard that I love out of this class. I'm going to go with Jaleel Bethea from Miami. 6'4". He's probably going to shoot 40% from 3, deep range. He's an athlete. Like, I think he's going to find his way kind of towards the bottom half of the top 10. So this feels right for him at this spot. I think he's going to be an electric scorer.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick. I can buy into that pick for sure. 10th, huh?
10th.
Kasparas Jakucionis goes 10th.
Woo! Gregory.
I'm buying it, man. I think it's real.
Kasparas at 10.
I think it's real. I think he's going to be that good.
Oh, my.
I do. I think it's going to be that good.
I didn't know we were gonna go there, but I'm not upset that I mean, shit. If anything's adding up that we seen in there, then it makes a lot of sense to me.
I think it's going to be that good, Card. I really do.
Okay, I, I like that. All right, I am. There's nothing that says more this area pick than just give me the 6'7" shooter who's going to be playing in a great offense this past season. Is going to look really good.
Damn it.
Plug and play him, Liam McNeely.
That's who I wanted to pick at 12. I didn't think you were going to pick him. Yeah, I think the Dan Hurley pairing is going to help him a lot. Like I really do believe that. And we're going a couple straight years that UConn has had like a lottery guy. Like I don't expect that to stop. And if there is one on this UConn team, it's definitely him, right? Like there's not a different name we're kind of missing, is there?
I mean, it's
Wouldn't be
not.
Mahaney, wouldn't be Caravan.
No.
Yeah, so it's got to be Liam, which maybe speaks to a little bit about where UConn's roster could be at talent-wise, but maybe they'll still be as good in college even without it. Okay, that takes me to 12. I'm gonna give a shout here. Ralph's comments the other day had me a little nervous, but I'm gonna stick in my faith here based on what my eyes saw last year. This dude's gonna break out in such a massive way. I'm going Colin Murray Broyles.
Like I love him, but he's a what is a 6'7" 4"?
He's a 6'7" like combo wing, but he was so poppy in his minutes last year at South Carolina. Like if they just play him 30, 35 minutes, last year he averaged 10.4 points, 5.7 rebounds in just 22 minutes a game. I think he could put up some absolutely absurd numbers. And I mean, defensively and just all the intangible stuff he has, he's gonna be a first round pick next year.
Yeah, I mean I'm not mad at that pick. I love Colin Murray Broyles.
All right, two more picks here.
We're a Big Ten podcast. We are.
Are you doing what I'm? You keep taking the guys I want.
Big Taco's having a year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Big Taco's having a year, and
Oh,
Kenzie Mbako makes his way up there.
I did not expect that at all.
Yeah, it might be it might be a reach. It is a reach probably, but I think he's gonna have a really good year.
Interesting. Surprised you didn't go Cannon Catchings. I'm just saying.
Is
All
that where you're
right.
going?
We you said we're a Big Ten podcast.
Yeah.
So there was one team already that had two lottery picks, right?
Yes.
Should we make it a second?
Oh.
Will Riley goes 14th.
Oh wow, Gregory.
I think he's that good. Like I think he's gonna get there and be this like super dynamic swingman scorer. Kasparas is gonna make his life easier. Those two will be featured. He's young. Reclassifying is gonna help him in draft process or GM's eyes. Uh, does the world of basketball run through the Big Ten next year?
Streets are saying it,
Kind of
but it
does.
doesn't. It runs to the Big 12.
Crazy. Also, can we run back our top 10? Because I got to write this down so we can make a graphic out of this.
Yes, we can. So Cooper Flagg was 1.
Yep.
2 was
Maluach.
Maluach.
Yep.
3 was Edgecombe.
Yep.
4 was Bailey.
Traore.
Traore.
5 was Harper. 6 was Bailey.
7 was Igor.
7 was Igor. 8 was Trey Johnson. 9 was
9 was
Bethea.
Bethea.
10 was Kasparas. 11 was McNeely.
Yes. Wait, do we already say Bethea, Johnson?
You already said Bethea. 10 was Kasparas. 11 was McNeely. Why can't I remember my 12th one?
12th was Murray Boyles.
Murray Boyles, yes. 13. 13 was
13,
Mbako.
Kenzie Mbako. 14,
And 14 was
Will
Will
Riley.
Riley. Wow, look at us.
Look at us.